The body of the president has disappeared, not in a war, not in chaos, but in the middle of a courtroom battle in South Africa. This is the unfolding legal drama surrounding Edgar Chwaka Lungu, a man who once led Zambia and whose death has triggered a dispute so intense that now involves courts, police, and government across borders. Nearly a year after his passing, he remains still not buried, and the question gripping both nations is simple but deeply unsettling. Where is the body? The death that sparked the crisis. On 5th of June 2025, Edgar Lungu died in South Africa at the age of 68 after losing power in 2021 to Hakainde Hichilema. Lungu had claimed he was being politically restricted and targeted. Allegations the government denied. Seeking medical care, he relocated to South Africa where he would eventually pass away. But instead of closure, his death ignited a conflict that would spiral into one of the most unusual legal battles in recent African history. Almost immediately, a dispute emerged over where and how he should be buried, turning a moment of mourners into a full-blown confrontation between family and state. Family versus state. Lungu family insisted that the final wishes were clear. He did not want a state funeral, and he did not want political figures, especially President Hichilema, involved in his burial. They argued for a private funeral in South Africa, away from what they described as a political interference. On the other hand, the Zambian government maintained that Lungu, as a former head of state, must be buried with full honor in Zimbabwe at Embassy Park, alongside others from former president. This is not just a disagreement over logistics. It is a clash between personal wishes and national protocol, between family rights and state authority. The first court battle. The matter soon moved into the courts in South Africa, where the body was being held. In August 2025, the Pretoria High Court delivered a decisive ruling in favor of Zambian government. The court held that Zambian law applies and that under that law, former president is entitled to state funeral. The family was ordered to surrender the remains. It was significantly legal victory for the state, but not the end of the fight. The family quickly moved to appeal the decision, keeping the case alive and body in a legal limbo. Deadline that shifted everything. For months, the case remained unresolved as the appellant process unfolded. But on the 30th of March 2026, a critical deadline came and went. The Lungu family failed to file their appeal argument on time. In legal terms, that failure was devastating. The court treated the appeal as lapsed. With that, the Zambian government appeared to have clear path forward. What had been a contested legal battle suddenly tiled heavily in favor of the state, setting the stage for decisive action. Removal of the body. On 22 of April 2026, the Pretoria High Court formally transferred control of Lungu's remains to Zambian government. Acting on that order, the South African Police Service moved in and removed the body from Two Mountain Burial Service in Pretoria. At that moment, it seems the dispute had reached a conclusion. The government had legal authority, the police had executed the order, and the path towards repatriation appeared open, but that followed would transform the case entirely. The midnight reversal. Late that night, in a dramatic turn of events, the Lungu family returned to court on an urgent basis. In a late-night hearing, they secured an order directing that the body be returned immediately to the mortuary or to a facility of their choosing. It was stern reversal, a legal intervention that effectively halted the government's monument and reopened the dispute. The expectation was simple: the body would be returned, but by the next month it becomes clear that something had gone terribly wrong. The disappearance. On 23rd of April 2026, when the family attempted to locate the remains, they were now nowhere to be found. The mortuary no longer had a body. Officials could not provide a clear answer. Reports emerged that the remains were somewhere in Pretoria, possibly being transported and held at an undisclosed location, even an army base. The situation escalated instantly from the legal dispute into a crisis of accountability. A former president's body had effectively vanished while under state control, raising serious questions about the transparency, legality, and the conduct of law enforcement. The court strike back. The matter returned to the court, where the judge responded firmly. A new order was issued directing the police, government officials, and all parties involved to return the body to Two Mountains Burial Services or another location nominated by the family. The order would remain in force until 21st of May 2026. It was clear instruction, but one complicated by the simple troubling fact. The exact location of the body remained unclear. The law had spoken again, but enforcement was now the central issue. The final legal battle. On the 24th of April, Lungu family made one final move. They approached the Supreme Court of Appeal, seeking to have their earlier appeal reinstated. The argument is that the missing deadline was not a strict court-imposed requirement, but part of a good faith arrangement, and that the High Court had serious legal errors in its ruling. They also challenged the applications of Zimbabwean law in South African courts, arguing that it was improper handled. If the appeal is reinstated, the entire case will be reopened, potentially revising everything that has happened so far. Conclusion. Today, the Edna burial case remains unresolved. Two courts orders exist side by side, pointing a different direction. The Zimbabwean government holds a legal authority from earlier ruling, while the family holds an urgent order demanding the return of the body. Meanwhile, the appeal process ending in balance, and the physical location of the remains is still disputed. What began as a disagreement over burial wishes has evolved into a complex legal and political crisis, raising profound questions about the law, power, and dignity in death. And at this stage, it lies a question that continues to echo. What can the former president's body simply disappear within the system meant to protect it? That concludes our analysis. Thank you for watching The Sim. If you found this breakdown useful, consider subscribing for clear, factual legal analysis. Until next time, stay informed.